You know, the most common thing people say online, Japanese tattoo equal Yakuza tattoo. But this one is weird. People get a result right, but the process is half wrong. IREZUMI wasn't originally Yakuza only. And Yakuza didn't tattoo at first to build a symbol. I'm so asking just one question today. Why did Yakuza end up becoming the symbol of IREZUMI? Konnichiwa, Yoshi desu. Why people Yakuza IREZUMI didn't start as a style. It started as covering a criminal brand. Why did covering grow into full body IREZUMI? Why SUIKODEN heroes got locked into skin? Why the 1872 ban made the image even stronger? Why party cities keep showing up even though tattoo went underground? And why Yokohama keep being named? And why Onsen still feel like a tattoo cut? Was tattoo in old Japan literally a criminal brand? BOKKEI. You've heard this right? Yakuza tattoos started from covering BOKKEI, but everyone immediately asked, what even is BOKKEI? Did they really mark criminals on the body? I also thought it was just a story at first, but once you look at the time period, the logic is simple. The whole point is visibility. This person is a criminal at a glance. If you can hide it, it loses meaning. So the mark has to be on the visible area. If you get labeled like that, where do you even end up living? Let's be real. Normal jobs, normal relationships. How easy would that be with the criminal label on your body? This isn't philosophy. People avoid you, work gets blocked, love gets blocked. So where do humans go when the mainstream shut them out? Outside the mainstream, markets, docks, gambling tables, places that are already outside. And this is the key. It's not Yakuza created the brand. The brand pushed people outward, and the survivor world later contact into Yakuza culture. If you are trying to hide that mark, why the hell does it turn into full body art? If you just want to hide it, covering the spot should be enough, right? But in Japan, it grew into backpiece, full sleeve, even full suit. I also thought at first, isn't it just style? But that's not the whole story. Late Edo, mass culture explodes, trends get huge, and what really implants images in people's head is ukiyo-e. Why SUIKODEN? People go, wait, Chinese novel? Foreigners get confused. I did too. But back then, in Japan, SUIKODEN wasn't just a book. It was hero story, mass popular IP. Those heroes live outside the law, but they still have loyalty, rules, and brotherhood. So far, people living outside the mainstream. That became the super convenient language. I'm not just a criminal, it became I live by my own code. And the big extra point, SUIKODEN got printed like a craze as ukiyo-e. The visual spread everywhere. Okay, so that's the people side flow. Now, the government flipped the table. After Japan opens up, why does the government ban tattoos in 1872? Foreigners always ask this. If it's a tradition, why would the government stop it? But the state's logic is simple. After opening up, national image became diplomas and money. So the Meiji government pushes a strong ban around 1872. Result: tattoos can't breathe in public anymore. They go underground. And this is the key outcome. Tattoos lose the path to remain a normal taste. For regular people, do it less. Tattoos look more dangerous. Antisocial group take it more as a mark. If it went underground, why do port cities keep showing up in tattoo history? If tattoos went underground, why do we still keep hearing about port cities? I used to think it was just a rumor too, but a port is a place where people constantly come and go. Sailors, merchants, travelers, outsiders who want something Japan only. Horishi, a means tattooer, also demanded to survive while avoiding crackdowns, so demand naturally clusters near ports. And inside that, Yokohama keep being named. People tie big names to it, like Horiyoshi 3 and Shige. Now, let's flip to inside Japan, faith and public image. Most people get shocked right here. And yeah, I got hit personally. This isn't usually one nationwide law, more like business rules plus a wrong social perception. Those rules exist because tattoo get read as organization image. My Osaka trip from Korea, 10 of us went in, and staff comes over after seeing my tattoos and told me to leave. I tried to pretend I didn't understand Japanese. Later, I heard the dad with his kid complained. So I said, okay, I'm sorry, and left. Then one friend came out right away because he felt bad. We waited outside until everyone came out, and it turned into a Kitsune Udon ending. Yeah, onsen cut is usually rule, not the law. Okay, last piece, post-war. Why does it formula still stick today? When did they lock in? The timing that matter is post-war. After the war, the floor changes. Tattoos became easier for outsiders to encounter in Japan, became more exposed to the world. And inside Japan, the full body IREZUMI equal Yakuza image. So outsiders wonder it is one set. Movies and games keep showing it like that, so it gets reinforced. The movie image is a dragon on the back, tigers, full suit, so people assume it's still the default. Real talk, numbers drop hard, and the lifestyle got more difficult. Money is like before. Legal routes are blocked. Illegal routes are higher risk. Bank accounts, housing, contract, everything gets harder, so young people avoid it. So full body IREZUMI become less mandatory symbol and more exposure risk. But the key is Yakuza shrinking doesn't automatically erase the image. After all that, why did IREZUMI become Yakuza tattoo in people's head? Here's the answer. The 1872 pushed tattoo underground. Underground means ordinary people stop doing it. When ordinary people stop, what remains gets labeled as dangerous. So the groups already outside society keep it, and the main image locks in as Yakuza. So when someone says Japanese tattoos, that's all Yakuza, you can say this. That's not just a bias. History breeds that image. If it was fun, just tap like and subscribe once. お疲れ様でした。